Chad, I wonder if you guys want to see the best YouTube channel ever. Look at this. We gotta see a little bit of Goatus, honestly. Guy gets his legs broken to grow 7 inches, like the body. Dude, we need to see some of this shit. How to look 50 at 32. Insecure junkie teaches men how to be successful. Okay, wait. I think, low-key, what if we watch this one?
Hey guys, as requested, I'm going to be reviewing the life of a bodybuilder. The channel name is HS Tiki Toki.
Yes, boys, I'm on a beautiful beach in Dubai. Not just any beach, the gym that I come to every single day. And do you know what I decided, all right? All them gym lives I used to do in Marbella, back in Birmingham years ago, if you man remember that.
Do you know what? Birmingham is actually a pretty nice city, innit?
Bro, why is this guy just insta-flaming his accent 5 seconds in?
Ladies' Day. Tuesday and here's Ladies' Day. It's very, very busy.
Holy shit.
Oh, she's getting stage fright. She's getting stage fright.
Party's on top tomorrow. It's gonna be a week ladies tomorrow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's Dubai. It used to be a Muslim country. Now it's an absolute joke. It is owned by the United States, after all, in case you didn't know.
Wait, is that true?
A lot of those countries, Saudi Arabia.
Mom, say hello to my YouTube.
Oh, hello, YouTube.
He's from Denmark. Right. This is my new, like, I've known him for time.
Wait, that's his mom?
Oh, I guess that he was adopted. You can still have a somewhat alright life if you were adopted.
How was your time?
Dude, does it not occur to this guy that maybe this guy's dad is black and it's just like interracial couple? Why is this like go-to thought? Adoption.
I've been in Dubai, and what do you get up to?
Oh.
Fuck all. She just sunbathes in the sun and is loving life.
Yeah, I am working as...
Sunbathing is great if you don't use sunscreen, seeing as sunscreen is very toxic for the body.
Boys, it's a Monday morning. Adam is always on the charts. He's always getting it done. So we're always inside, boys. We're working. Why did we used to chill out?
All of these guys look the same. Insanely insecure. That's why they drug themselves up. All of the tattoos also. It's just like clones.
And I'm telling you guys, as fans or whatever you want to call yourselves of me, do not subscribe to Onlyfans, girls. It is the weakest and most simpy thing you can do. You need to get your bread up, not be chasing over these girls on the internet who don't care about you. But anyway, I know that there is...
That is, of course, good advice.
...a market.
Why is he randomly saying it?
These weak men in the UK and the world that will subscribe to these OnlyFans girls. So what I do is I actually have my own agency that I've never even spoke about. I never promote the girls on there. I don't even post their Instagram, like nothing. But I just manage them in the back end and scale them up with other methods, right? Like Reddit methods, Twitter methods, meme page exposure and things like this, right? Because there is a market for it. But I am so against it that I never promote that on my Instagram.
Oh, okay.
80,000 a month.
So he's against it, but he does it. Okay, cool.
I'll give him like 3% commission. So just say I take 20%. I take the majority of that money as I'm the boss, right? And that will be what, 180k, 196k minimum deal, but we're going to scale her up. So that deal has now just probably made me about 260, 270k over the course of the next year. So I've just effectively made a few $100,000 sat there. Boys, you guys waste too much time, you procrastinate, you fanny around. If you want to be in this position that I'm in right now, printing cash on a daily, tens of thousands, and being in the shape, in the position, in the world, whatever, you need to graft, okay?
He's against OnlyFans, but he does something very similar to that by using the girls. And the girls are using weak and ugly guys. That's 99% of them. Guys who can't get any girls in real life, subscribe to OnlyFans or pay girls online in some way to try to get close to them virtually. It's the absolute losers of the losers. But he's saying as if he's against it, but then at the same time, that's how he gets his money, at least part of it.
And you need to always be active. Yeah. Every single waking minute is an opportunity for you to make another connection, another deal, whatever it is. Yeah, I'm just starting. Yeah, I'm good. You good? It's hot today, innit? You're sweating, man.
In it.
Dude, when he has nothing to criticize, he just makes fun of them.
It's good. You can track them, you can progressively overload them. It's just a lovely movement. I've done this literally the start of every exercise for like 3.
A lovely movement, pulling yourself up on a bar for absolutely no reason at all, just to stress your body and age yourself. That's a lovely movement. What are you talking about, man? Nobody would ever do that in nature. It's absolutely pointless. Only slaves go to a gym full of other slaves to age themselves and pull themselves up on a bar.
And do like a whole video course on how to talk to girls, how to approach them. And then when we go to Miami and I'm actually dropping game on them down the beach, I'm going to add video. Like it's going to be a game guide that develops over time. There's going to be more and more added to it, actual real life examples. Basically, buy it below. It's going to be like £20 or £10. I don't know yet.
Dude, you know what the saddest thing ever? I swear the saddest thing ever is how many of these, like, I guess, like, lifestyle guru, whatever the fuck, make literal livings off of just teaching other guys game. Like, isn't that the most insane shit ever?
Because I know some of you guys are making some money with investing. But yeah, workout guide, training guide, top quality.
He's a good businessman. You gotta give it to him.
And anyone watching this, if you don't work out, get in the gym. It's the best thing you'll do. It's your mental, your physical, your life, everything. You don't work out, you need to. How we...
To your mental, physical, your whole life? What did he mean exactly? To your mental health and physical health? Name one health benefit of working out for you mentally or physically, which is the same, but he doesn't understand it. Of course, your mental health is the health of your brain, and your brain is physical. It's not as if it's floating out there in the spirit realm, but most people talk about it as if it's two separate things. Simply name one health benefit. It should be easy, right? If it's the best thing so you could do for yourself, or whatever he said.
Actually train and stuff, you know? Because people just think, oh, like, you can't look like this without fucking grinding, working hard, doing this shit every single day. It's a routine, it's part of your lifestyle. The diet, the training, everything. But the sacrifice is worth it. Like, you guys that go around eating chocolate, out of shape, looking...
How is it worth it? There's only a natural body, which is how all humans look like in nature. And then there's these modern slave bodies that we have. You can be obese by having too much fat. You can be obese or overweight by having too much muscle. Your body can't take it. That's why your heart gives up after a while. And then you die in your 40s, 50s, maybe 60s, very rarely 70s. But if you don't have a natural body, then you're not going to live a long life. You're going to reduce your lifespan and then you will die prematurely. How is it worth it exactly? If you actually enjoy your life, then you want to live as long as possible. This is self-destructive behavior. This should not be promoted.
Like bums. How are you meant to get bitches when there's guys like us walking around?
Okay, that's what I thought from what he said before. He talks like a typical so-called red pill guy. He believes that you need to talk to women in a certain way, which is why he sells these guides on how to talk to women, which is completely irrelevant. You can say whatever you want as long as you're attractive. And secondly, he believes that you will be attractive if you go to the gym. He actually believes that if you go to the gym and talk to women a certain way, which is super delusional, then you will be more likely to get what? I guess that he's talking about a one-night stand, realistically. He doesn't look like somebody who could ever even be in a natural relationship. You could maybe argue that you could use these guides to manipulate women, to have a one-night stand, that's possible. But to have a relationship and to create a family, it's completely irrelevant. Women will choose guys with natural bodies who don't work out and who don't try to play games to manipulate them. They will want to be together with somebody who's natural, as in open and honest.
Don't make sense. Get in the gym.
What about the second part?
He actually genuinely believes that it's pretty crazy how men can be that brainwashed nowadays.
Whole shit of like being a man and it's all a competition. And being in the gym is like, being wham is one of the metrics of your success as a man.
Oh my god, I wish that he was joking. What? It's completely anti-masculine. It only shows very severe insecurity, as if you're not good enough, which he isn't looks-wise. Men who are naturally good-looking and tall enough, and he looks tall enough, don't feel like they need to go to the gym. Of course, because of his looks, he feels like he needs to compensate. And then he tells men that you're not a man if you don't do it, which is hilarious.
Because Adam's like 5'5", I've got to move this back for us grown men.
Wow, is he actually really? That completely proves my point, and it also explains the tattoos. It's very clear coping and compensating.
Jesus.
These are meant for 2 hands, bro. We're doing 1 hand on here.
You gotta realize that guys like him never felt like they are good enough, because naturally speaking, they aren't. And that's the actual natural competition that you have with men. How tall and how handsome are you? Seeing as he's short and maybe average looking, I can't even tell because of the tattoos. He's most definitely not in any way good looking. He felt like he needs to get tons of tattoos, start going to the gym, and so on. Men like him will always feel like they cannot compete against men who have good genes or were nourished well as a child. And of course they can't. But instead of accepting that, they cope and compensate in this really pathetic way. And it's really sad to look at it. I don't get what they believe they are proving here. They are simply pulling man-made metal, which was created for slaves, to simply reduce their lifespans. That's the very purpose of gyms, and they fell for it.
I think just wants to work out naturally, like going for hikes or walks. No, he doesn't. Godis believes in zero exercise because when you exercise, you put your body under stress. So Godis thinks that you should literally never exercise under any circumstance whatsoever.
Nature, which I can't talk about on YouTube, then it would be great. And it would be a great video to create. You could go hunt, for example. Instead, they are inside of a building pulling man-made metal for no reason, believing that they are being true men. It's so crazy.
Nah, a bit too heavy. So like perfect
Guys,
form.
can anyone explain to me why right now I have a Polish viewer in my chat telling us that if we're not from Southeast Asia, we need to rope max? Yeah, I mean, like, why?
Tad too heavy. Few heavy sets of this, then a few dumbbells to finish off and I'm done. My biceps fatigue mad quick, but they gotta be done. Girls love the big arms. The big arms, legs are not important.
Does he actually believe that? I've never seen a girl in any way talk about somebody's arms. If, then he's always good looking. But if somebody is not good looking, then they never look at somebody's arms. I've just never heard anything even close to that. Girls always look at your face and at your eyes in the first place. They cannot even see your arms if your face is good enough.
Arms, chest, that's it. Arms and chest. 35, good form.
This is very extreme coping. It's really pathetic, as in a really sad way.
It's really important, as always, but even more when it's a small muscle. I feel like the smaller the muscle, the more you got to focus on.
How can you be a good hunter if you don't exercise, though? Good question.
Head up as well helps with these.
This guy's roided up, by the way.
The guy looks just average, slightly below average, I would say. He just doesn't look in any way special whatsoever. That's why he's doing it, 100%.
Squeezing at the top. Do you know what? I can't wait.
Bro, I never understood guys who have this facial hair, by the way. It's just like the most troll shit ever.
To go fucking, have you seen that beach, Muscle Beach? Where there's bitches. We're gonna go to Miami.
Did you know what the worst part is about shit like this? I mean, I guess he's 22. Yeah, I mean, like, but it's like, I don't know, the fact that someone, well, he's the same age as me, actually. But the fact that someone can be, like, there and just be like, oh, yeah, dude, like, I don't know, bro, like.
And straight from Miami to Marbella, then Marbella to Ibiza, bit of gear. That's
This
what you
guy
guys-
once
you know-
organized an acid attack on his ex-girlfriend. Yeah, it sounds like something Godis would do, actually.
Not even days off. I won't live stream them, but we'll film YouTube vids then. But they'll be posted on like...
Would it be better with a
Rumble or
mustache?
something, because I'm
Probably,
gonna
yeah.
do-
If you were to do like the facial hair like this, I think it's fine. Like this is fine, but just this, it looks fucking retarded.
drugs and shit in them, so that ain't going on YouTube. But
Of course he does drugs. Of course.
and then Ibiza, I think we go to LA and try and meet all them bitches there and blow up. That'll be good. Alright boys, so had a very, very fucking good workout, as you know, back on
But you know what the one
biceps.
thing I hate about all these like male fitness and influencers and shit like that, not even fitness, but just like lifestyle influencers in general is, they literally promote this like lifestyle of like, get rich and then just sleep around. Literally. Get rich, buy expensive shit, and then sleep around. But it's like, what kind of fulfilling life even is that? You know what I mean? Your entire life is just going to revolve around people that judge you at like a surface level. No real deep, meaningful connections or anything, you know? It's like, why would you ever want to promote that to anybody? You know, like to go down that like rabbit hole. It just never made any sense to me. Guys like him, guys like Tate, it's just always the same shit.
Back on the charts.
I can't believe that people like this actually exist. You always hear about it, but it's just actually crazy to see that. You would think that it's some kind of a parody of a guy who's on drugs, goes to the gym, is tattooed, talks
And then
about
some dudes buy
bitches all
into
of
it.
the
Yeah,
time,
literally.
but
That's the worst
there's
part.
actually guys like that out there, and they actually believe that women are into them. Yes, there's some out there who will have a one-night stand with you. Sure, you will find that, especially in Miami. But will you ever have a meaningful, so to speak, relationship in your life? An actual family? Impossible. Just cannot happen.
Post-workout meal, I always like to have salmon with some vegetables. No carbs, because I am actually trying to lose fat for the summer. So I get some nice healthy
For the first time we see what he eats.
fats, nice bit of protein.
Healthy fats, to me it looks like farmed salmon, and farmed salmon is toxic, especially the fat. And if you call that healthy fat, then you're essentially delusional.
Vitamins.
Yo, you guys
all
know
loads of
motherfucking
bullshit in your
Doaenel?
vegetables. Okay, I could go on
And
and give you
Niku, thank you for
What
welcome. Thank
vitamins
you.
are there in vegetables? Just name some. Come on, I'll be waiting forever because there are essentially none. You could say that there's the plant version of vitamin C, and then some plant versions of the B vitamins in such small amounts that it's negligible. There's not even a point in mentioning it, and because it's all in the fiber, you can't get to them anyway. And the vegetables look cooked. Actually, forget about it, because water-soluble vitamins, which are the ones that I named, are heat sensitive, so there's nothing left anymore. And there's no fat-soluble vitamins, as in A, D, K2. You can only get that from animals. But of course, he's brainwashed to believe that vegetables actually have some kind of nutrients that we need. That's no surprise whatsoever. He's pretty brainwashed in general, obviously.
science debrief. But look, you need to have vegetables with your meals. Also, it helps you fill up your stomach.
Why do you need to have vegetables with your meals? You do understand that these vegetables don't exist in nature. Literally, you cannot find any of them. You have carrots. There's wild carrots, and you would never eat them. Trust me, they are insanely bitter. And then you have broccoli, which doesn't exist whatsoever in nature. It's a flower. You're eating farmed salmon. From what it looks like, again, I may be wrong, flowers and man-made vegetables.
Okay, low calorie, high, no.
Is
low
this guy a
calorie foods,
nutritionist?
Like vegetables means you can have a lot of
Godus?
volume
No.
in your food, which will fill you up. But for
Yes, it will fill you up with indigestible fiber,
He's
which
a
will give you gas
schizomaxer.
and constipation. That's exactly what you shouldn't do.
not a lot of calories, so you can get shredded.
Yes, because there's no macronutrients and also no micronutrients. There's just nothing. There's just absolutely no point to eat flowers.
Enough of the nerdy shit. Yeah, that's it. That's my post.
What nerdy shit, man? What you said is absolutely wrong. He talks as if he knows everything. Ah, Jesus, idiot.
Yeah, I've got 2 portions of vegetables, yeah. Bit of teriyaki sauce, and that's it. That's fucking lunch.
Yeah, of course he needs to put on the teriyaki sauce because he doesn't want to eat the vegetables as they are. He doesn't want to eat them raw, of course, but he also doesn't want to eat them cooked. It's still really bad tasting, so he needs to put the sauce over it. Same thing always.
Oh, fill me up now. No rice because I'm trying to get shredded. I want abs. So, you know, for summer. So I can get all the ups in Ibiza. I love the fucking abs.
You already have one next.
Dude. It's just like, how can someone like string together that sentence? Listen.
Ups in Ibiza. I love the fucking abs. For summer. So I can get all the ups in Ibiza. I love the fucking abs.
You already have one next to you, or who is that? Looks yummy. Green plants. Totally human food.
Do you like those? Peas.
I don't like vegetables. No one likes vegetables.
Oh my god. Go on.
Really, but...
Well, carrots and broccoli is nice, but I don't like Brussels sprouts. They're disgusting.
Broccoli she likes, but Brussels sprouts she doesn't. It's from the same family. It's the same thing essentially.
You get past a point in this game, yeah, where you're eating just for enjoyment. Like, you just eat just because it will get you the results that you want. I know by eating.
And what results will this get you? There's only toxins in broccoli such as sulforaphane, there's goitrogens, they destroy your thyroid, there's keratotoxin in the carrots. It's really just toxins, anti-nutrients, no micro or macronutrients. Tell me how exactly would that help you in any way at all?
In this day in, day out, I'm going to get the desired results that I want. So that's why I eat it. I do enjoy the salmon. A bit of teriyaki sauce on the vegetables, not too bad. You can use sauce, okay? When you're having a clean diet, a bit of teriyaki sauce is not going to do you a lot of harm. There's maybe 50 calories in that, whatever. Okay, if you're eating clean, put a bit of sauce on. And
what does eating clean even mean for these tools today? You're eating flowers and man-made vegetables. What is exactly clean about it? I don't get it. If anything, it's incredibly unclean, depending on how you define it, because of the toxins. Should clean food be full of toxins? It doesn't make much sense.
Don't have fried foods, processed foods, just eat healthy.
That's a processed food, and it's incredibly unhealthy. It's a cooked, man-made vegetable. It went through the process of cooking. It's processed food. Food that isn't processed is raw food, and that's the only food that you should call clean, if anything.
Adam obviously does not give two fucks about the rice thing. I'm not trying to lose weight.
To be fair, he just fucking, he eats whatever.
I can't, because I want to put weight on, so I always eat rice all the time.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the makeup on that girl and the fake lips. Ugh.
Eat less food, eat more protein is what I'm going for now. But listen, boys, probably going to end the vlog off here. Thumbs up to this video if you rate the gym vlogs.
As I said before, it's actually amazing to see that there's people like this out there. You only see them in fictional Hollywood movies, but because these guys watch these Hollywood movies, they actually get brainwashed to be like that. And when you're not good looking, you will feel like going to the gym, getting tattoos, and whatever.
Obese junkie. Full day of digging my own grave. Junkies share their favorite teenage girl music.
Yo, as requested, I'm going to review a full day of eating by the Trent Twins. They look so incredibly short. It's funny how, if this channel was called the Heroin Twins, it wouldn't be allowed on YouTube, but because it's called the Trent Twins, and it promotes Trenbolone, it's somehow okay, even though it's an illegal drug in most countries on Earth, especially in the United States. It's very clear that the so-called system wants you to use these drugs to shorten your lifespan, to essentially kill you.
Holy shit.
Choked out in the morning because Christian's going to fucking... I got bad head, haven't shaven in a few days. And frankly, I'm hungry as... That's why we don't record our...
Bro, he's got the afro.
Of course, these loser slaves have 2 dogs instead of children. Who would want to have children with them anyway?
This shit ends up happening. If that doesn't wet your whistle, then I don't know what does. Wet your whistle.
Why do you wear a hoodie inside of the house?
Look at that color. Look at that beautiful color, that creaminess in those eggs. Why aren't mine cooking? Look at that. Take the spatula. Here you go. Thanks, brother. We got 1 spatula for some fucking meal. So we got that typical, just bodybuilder fucking meal. Honestly, egg whites, oats.
How are you bodybuilders? You're destroying your bodies. How are you in any way building your body? You're not doing anything that's healthy for your body. It's very clear self-destruction.
Dantes, Godas planned an acid attack on his ex-girlfriend, fled to Asia, and now he's wanted by Interpol.
They eat typical garbage. It doesn't even matter what they eat because of the drugs. Of course, he also has toxic tattoos.
I'm gonna let that digest because it's gonna take a while for all that fiber, you know, those eggs. Probably like a few hours. I'll be eating muscle.
The eggs are the only good part of the meal from what I saw. They also ate bread, which is full of glyphosate and only has fiber, anti-nutrients, and sugar.
I'll be hungry in probably an hour, honestly. You got 5 meals today? Yeah, you're fat. I'm fat as You're fat as I'm fat as You wanna tell me some more? Yeah, you're fat as I'm probably eating more than I was in December because I would eat crumble cookie and then starve myself because I was just like, damn, I'm fat as Speaking of gear, we got a new cycle. You know, everybody wants to know about steroids. They think it's all. I'm taking like 200.
Why is this guy holding a cigar?
Which is you're not taking 220.
How can this be allowed on YouTube? It's just amazing because if you would be saying that about any other drugs, then your video would be removed within a minute. But just because you promote these specific drugs, which are just as illegal and deadly, it's somehow okay. It's the same reason they promote Sam Selleck and all of these people. They want young men to be on drugs. It's just clear as day.
What was it? 70, 140, 210. Yeah, so I was 10 milligrams off. Me. Right now we're on fucking, 210 milligrams of test, 20 milligrams of Anavar, 2 IUs of growth. You can see how that affects us, which is practically nothing. Keep everything like moderately low. Like I don't even need that much. It gets to a certain point where it's actually toxic for your body, and
it's always toxic for your body.
Yeah, what does it mean? It gets to points
biochemically. All that it does is age your body. These guys are in their early 20s, but already look very aged.
Dantes explained why the eggs were good when they were cooked, because he thinks that if you cook something, it's worse, but it's still something. You know what I mean?
You've left. In your early 20s, you should still look like a so-called teenager.
Preventing you from actually getting better. The reason you want to stay away from just fucking taking gear as a beginner lifter is because you're putting on natural gains that you could have put on natty. You want to like extend how much gains you can get as a natural, because you don't want to put on muscle taking steroids that you could have put on naturally. Like that just sounds fucking. Then you're gonna have to take more steroids later on in your lifting career to get more gains. So you're kind of like you're compensating.
Lifting career. They actually see it as a career, kind of like a job, as if you're progressing. How are you progressing? How is it a career? What do you actually achieve? What's the end goal of lifting? All that you do is lift more and more man-made metal in a man-made building full of loser slaves who are
alright, have fun.
Either ugly or short. 99.99% of men who go to the gym, and especially the ones who use drugs, are ugly or short. Usually both. Are you trying to compete with the ugly and short guys to see who can lift more man-made metal?
Stay natural. Stay natural. Me, man, I'm going for the jalapeno. This thing has calories in it, though. Chicken and fucking rice, what do you know? The most easily digestible meal for your body because it has the least amount of nutrients. I don't want to give them any misleading fucking information. I watched a whole YouTube video on the history of meat and which is most nutritious. But as far as amino and like overall mineral composition, it lasts. Mm-hmm. How do you find a way to argue about chicken and rice?
Is the rice or the chicken easier to digest? I can't even understand what they mean because they seem almost neurotic. They can't form coherent sentences. Rice only has fiber, which is indigestible, and sugar. Of course, that's harder to digest than chicken. If the chicken is raw, then you can perfectly digest it. Of course, you shouldn't be eating the chickens of today raw, because of the medications and the unnatural.
Are one of
food
the
that they
short,
get.
ugly people
I
he's
don't
talking
know.
about? Yeah.
To consume this, literally probably in 30, 40 minutes, worked out. More sodium.
They are both absolutely brainwashed slaves. The definition of losers. This guy also has tattoos, and that's because he wants to appear tough. They use the trend because they know that they will always be looked down upon. Literally, most men will look down on them, and this is something that creates incredibly bad insecurities.
I live by 3 rules. All right. Eat, finish everything on your plate. Believe Jesus died on the cross for your sins. And the third one, spit it out. Celebrating the Lions
Bullet for my Valentine.
with a celebration of its own. Chest Day.
Wait, how
It's
old are they? Because Loki, like, they look like at least late 20s, no? 22. Jesus.
Actually also funny how
I would
they
have
listen
thought
to
at least like
poser
late
music.
20s.
At the beginning, I think it was 3 Days Grace. All of these guys who have tattoos, wear sunglasses, listen to fake rock and metal bands, they have no idea what they are listening to. Actually, this is essentially just pop rock, but it's labeled as rock or metal music for the loser slaves who have no idea what real rock and metal music is. If they would hear black or death metal, then they would say that it's too much for them. No, I gotta go back to listen to Breaking Benjamin, some stupid pop rock. Really pathetic. Really shows you who they really are.
This guy's flaming them for their music taste now. Holy shit.
The music that they listen to, which mostly teenage girls used to listen to, nowadays they are not popular anymore, actually perfectly shows you who they are. They listen to fake poser music, they have these tattoos, they are incredibly insecure, which is why they lift man-made metal for no reason, just to show how tough they are to the other losers. But in reality, if it would come down to it, they wouldn't be able to do anything which a man actually does in nature. It's just a perfect portrayal of a slave poser life.
Alan uses paint.
It's very sad. It reminds me of Jeff Nippard. He will always be short, just like them. They will never be able to actually grow, because the reason these short guys work out in the gym is because they want to grow, and what they really want is to grow tall. Funnily enough, actually, if you work out as a teenager, you will stay shorter because you will use up the growth hormones and the testosterone for the working out. Point being, deep down they want to grow upwards,
What?
but
Sheets, I'm saying, my mom needs my bed sheets. Bro, can you stop? Bro, you don't understand. Godis is literally like a... He's like... if you're to have a competition on like the world's biggest hater, I guarantee you Godis would actually win. Not even like trolling. This guy can literally hate anyone for anything. It's so crazy.
instead they are becoming obese. Yeah, it's just short, obese guys with tattoos listening to teenage girl music.
You get rice cakes and protein powder, rice to grounds and protein powder, or you get chicken and rice, okay? Rice base, essentially, with some protein. you know.
Why do the slave bodybuilders eat rice? Rice, for one thing, has arsenic, which is obviously insanely toxic. But besides that, it only has fiber and sugar. As I said before, even candy would be healthier because you wouldn't be consuming any of the fiber, and it wouldn't have at least as much arsenic. Some candy also has arsenic nowadays. You should be eating raw meat. It's the best protein source out there. Liver for the vitamin A, which is what's going to make your muscles grow. Blood, of course, if available. And for the carbs, you should be eating fruit.
Digestion, metabolism runs every process in your body, you know, so keeping that good digestion is essential. If you're over here eating fucking fast food every fucking time you lift, it's just gonna fuck your gut health. And your gut health controls like how your stomach feels. You're not gonna be able to.
Man, that's hilarious. He's eating a bunch of indigestible vegetables full of antibiotics. That's what pesticides are, and actually also the natural toxins inside of them. What the hell is he talking about? He's completely destroying his gut with that meal. Jesus Christ.
Can you eat that? Goda says you should only eat raw meat and drink blood.
These guys are ignorant.
Eat as much, and then you're gonna get inflammation in your stomach, and you're gonna be thinking you gain 4 pounds. You know, but realistically, it's just gonna be 2 pounds of inflammation in water. If I'm not bloated after the meal, then I should have another one. 230 grams of salmon, 175 grams of sweet potato, a veggie. This is probably my favorite meal. Everything we eat is pretty much like.
It looked like the best meal so far, although if it's farmed salmon, which it probably is, then you're eating very toxic meat. If you could get wild salmon, then it would be fine.
Yeah, look at that. We only cook breakfast and like dinner. It's meal prepped from this company called Everprep. I feel like the fucking Will Ferrell from the Elf movie, bro.
Why do they eat all of those man-made toxic vegetables full of pesticides? It makes no sense. They are so incredibly brainwashed. They're really the worst body destroyers I've seen, probably.
Motherfucker, you putting syrup on everything type shit. Sweet taters for the wins, man. Just like how Ma used to make it. Except it didn't have the marshmallows and the brown.
Syrup also has glyphosate. One thing that's going to do is make you infertile. Not that it matters for them, seeing as they probably already are. And as I said before, nobody would want to reproduce with them anyway.
Meal 4, I'm still hungry. Damn shame. Brussels sprouts? Best vegetable. Talking about.
Nobody likes Brussels sprouts. Brussels sprouts, broccoli, kale, all of this garbage comes from cabbage. It's simply a man-made vegetable which is not even found in nature. Humans created it, and now the slaves eat it, even though it's insanely toxic.
Digestion and shit, and I'm drinking this shit. But it's all about, not going too far with it. Like, I'm already taking steroids. I gotta be healthy somehow. So that's why I'm talking about digestion, eating clean.
Eating clean, what does it even mean to these idiot bodybuilders? Oh my god, they're so incredibly stupid and brainwashed. It's unbelievable. You take drugs, you're obviously dumb because of that already. Why would you think that you understand anything about diet? It doesn't even make any sense. If you're that stupid that you go on to take drugs, then you should at least realize that you're stupid. You should look in the mirror and really look into your own eyes and say to yourself, I am probably incredibly stupid. I am an idiot. Realize that, and then realize that you don't know anything about life in any way. You should then also realize that you most definitely eat garbage food also. Brussels sprouts are toxic. Everything these idiots say is absolutely poisonous to their bodies. It's absolute garbage. Rice is one of the worst things you could possibly eat. Brussels sprouts are too. The salmon was probably farmed, I assume, which is one of the most toxic meats you could possibly eat. Everything that you eat is garbage because you're dumb. That's why you use drugs also. You're dumb, drug addict.
Just imagine them talking to me in real life and then them saying, keep nerding out, and they start beating him up.
Who have incredibly deep complexes, which is why you have the tattoos. You're just pathetic. Ugh.
We got one more meal. I love the last meal. Oatmeal. Yours is oatmeal? Mm-hmm. Mine's just protein. It's always the worst when you realize that you just fucking forgot to turn the mic on. So here we are doing a voiceover. Ugly ass face. It's quite charming. Get the point you said.
Early 20s, crazy. The wrinkles are that of a 30-year-old.
That you were eating horse shit. But it looks like I'm eating horse shit, to be honest. Oatmeal again and egg whites. Mikey's eating chicken and eggs.
The oats themselves, again, only have fiber, just like the rice, and some sugar. That's it. You're eating indigestible fiber and sugar for no reason. You have to be completely ignorant to eat these kind of garbage meals.
Yeah, so you see a pattern here, easily digestible and full.
How is it easily digestible? The easiest to digest foods are raw meat and blood. And afterwards, you could say, as far as plants go, that some fruits are relatively easy to digest, but that's it. Seeds cannot be easy to digest. It's impossible because, for one thing, they have indigestible fiber. If a food has something indigestible, which is why it's not even really food, then you shouldn't be eating it. Then you can't call it digestible. It cannot be good for your digestion. Something indigestible cannot be good for your digestion. You just have to be completely drugged up and brain damaged not to realize this.
Fully packed of protein and carb. There's egg whites with a little bit of sugar-free ketchup.
Yep. Looking scrumptious, man. You know, rather eat this than crumble cookie every day, huh?
Sure would, man. Sure fucking would.
Oh, here's the big girl. The big beast from the east.
She's gonna be like 130, and there's Jeet. You know, come to see what we got here. What's going on?
Yeah, as I said at the beginning of the video, instead of having children, which is not even possible for them really, they have dogs to take care of, because every man wants to, of course, have children, and in your early 20s, in nature, you would have 5+ children for sure. That's who you would be taking care of. Yeah, as I said, they're just slaves.
See if we can get any dollars for him.
He looks like this on camera, and then, you know, he tries to literally eat people who knock on the door.
5 seconds later, he's trying to fucking kill the Uber Eats driver.
And then, yeah, I think we're going to go play Fortnite after this. So.
Of course, Fortnite after, oh my god. Video games also. The definition of loser slaves.
That's what we're about to go do right now, matter of fact.
Alright, I had heard about this channel before. I had never watched any videos. It was actually way worse than... Yo guys, as requested, I'm going to review a video by Jesse James West. I survived 24 hours with Wim Hof. The title alone is already funny because what kind of an idiot would put himself in a survival situation on purpose?
This is Wim Hof, and for the next 24 hours I'll be trained to become superhuman.
Who is Wim Hof? He's gone viral for his...
Yes, you will learn to be superhuman from one of the sickest looking people on earth. He's around 63, but he looks like he's 163.
Most unorthodox approach to self-improvement. He's most known for performing extreme endurance events in freezing temperatures and being one of the first people who can control their autonomous nervous system.
That's an absolute lie. He knows it also. Just straight up lying right away at the start of the video.
Now, I'm not quite sure what autonomous means, but I'm eager to see if the
Yeah, exactly. He doesn't even know what he's talking about.
Wim Hof method actually works.
Let's go where? Wim! Hey, my man! Very good to meet you, my guy. I'm very excited for today, are you? Yeah, I'm ready, alright.
The only thing the Wim Hof method is good for is to die prematurely. That's really the only thing you're going to achieve.
Alright, show me some strength done.
Wim wasted no time in getting into a workout.
Rock. Okay, what do I do? You go behind the rock. Yep. Then you pull him with one arm. Okay, I got nice shoes on. Let me take them off. Get him there. Okay. Now pull him down. Pull.
There's many things wrong here already. Firstly, no human on earth ever would expose himself to the cold on purpose. Take the Japanese, for example, who are some of the longest living people on earth. When it gets a little bit cold already, they put on a hat, a scarf, and really make sure that the neck is covered up and the whole body, because they understand, they're not stupid like the so-called Westerners who expose themselves to the cold on purpose. And Wim Hof has brainwashed a lot of people. And of course, he's a sheep in general because he goes to the gym where all of the slaves go to. So you can't really expect anything else from this guy. He's obviously very deeply brainwashed anyway.
Are you saying pull the rock? Yeah. Oh, like this? Yeah. Wow. This is insane. But then with one arm. One arm. Yeah.
Also, he's exercising for absolutely no reason. There could, of course, be, and likely there would be, situations in nature where you would have to do some kind of physical work. That's normal, but no human being ever before modern civilization actually did it just like that on purpose. Just destroy your body on purpose. It's
I think so.
the stupidity.
There you go! Oh, I'm falling! Yeah! Is this what you do every day? Yeah! My left arm's a little weaker. Ah! Yeah! Come here! Oh, time to go! You wanna go? Yeah, get on here, man. Wait on the ground. Let's go. Here we go, Wim. Come on. Again. I'm not gonna lie. I think you're stronger than me.
Wim was deceptively strong, so I wanted to see if his diet had anything to do with that.
Yeah, nice belly, Wim.
What? Did you have your Wheaties? What is that? Cereal champions. How is your flexibility? My flexibility? Oh my gosh, not the best. That's pretty good though, right? Yeah, that's good. I'm trying. Cool. We are here to make people happy, strong, healthy. That's right, baby.
Happy, strong, healthy. Okay, let's go through these claims. Happy. Cold exposure has been proven to cause depression. Similarly to the torture you experience after exercise, your body also releases endorphins. And that's essentially your body telling you that you just escaped from death, torture, and that you should never do it again. But of course your body doesn't understand that these slaves actually torture themselves on purpose. And the endorphin release and generally these kind of stressful so-called activities have been strongly associated with depression. I don't know what he means by strength. Maybe he will talk about it more. But as far as health goes, any kind of cold exposure has been absolutely proven to release white blood cells which fight off infections. In this specific case, their bodies are producing white blood cells to fight off the infection caused by cold exposure. And this will lower the immune system significantly if you do this long enough. But even if you do it for a short period, your immune system is still going to be worse off because you can't produce white blood cells forever. Your bone marrow is going to be depleted.
You could say that those three words are Wim's motivation. However, mine are a bit more personal. See, last summer I hung out with Liver King and we did an ice bath ourselves.
I've been a little bit just a gym.
Yeah, just another absolute idiot.
I then recently FaceTimed Liver King and asked if we could collab again, and well, this was his answer.
You did the most unrivaled thing. You couldn't tolerate the cold at all. You were an embarrassment to the cold. So let me tell you this, once you can handle the cold, you let me know and we'll light it up.
So with all that on the line, I was ready for anything Wim Hof was going to throw my way.
Let's go! Yeah!
It's interesting because Wim Hof really looks like his immune system is really close to non-existent. That's probably why he looks so sick. He does look somewhat like a chemo patient.
I'm ready, Wim. Oh, what's next?
What's this?
We're going this way. You got a little leaves in your back. Should I leave it? Yeah, leaves on the back. Leave it. Wait, is this your clip? Yeah. Oh, God. Okay.
He seems to be showing some signs of dementia, but we'll see more.
We're going on the clip already.
Is this guy a doctor?
Yes! Come on, Wim! How is it? It's good? Let go! I'm a champion! God rest my soul! Yes! Yeah! Woo! Let's go! I just got baptized for a second time, and it's the coolest one.
Also, I'm pretty sure that he lives in the Netherlands, and you have to be generally depressed if you live in that country anyway. That just adds on to it.
I've ever touched in my life. Are you cold? No. And it's the coolest water I've ever touched in my life. I'm warm. It's so hot in here. Yeah, it is winter. We are warm right now. Of course.
Yes, these kind of people always try to act tough. That isn't actually tough. Actually, you're showing what an absolute, I can't say the word, you are, simply because you're really trying to act like you're not cold, even though no human being naturally ever wants to be exposed to the cold, but you really want to act for the camera and for your subscribers, which really shows how incredibly weak you are, because you have to act. You can't actually show your true feelings and that you really do not like it.
The deep physiology is activated. I have a lot of dopamine flowing through my head now. Right?
What is activated? Again, like I said, white blood cells are going crazy right now. It's literally telling your body, stop it, stop it, stop it, you moron. But no, slaves just cannot listen to their body. Everything that I said has been proven. And your adrenaline levels are going to increase significantly, which is why people who do this kind of nonsense report that it feels similar to drinking coffee, which makes sense. Elevated levels of adrenaline are of course going to destroy your adrenals eventually if you're stupid enough to do it more than once, and these kind of stressful activities have been proven to destroy your energy levels for your whole life.
I don't, and it's all natural.
Just like that, the most natural thing to do after a cold plunge would be to do a 5-minute...
Why did he say natural? What is in any way natural about it? Just name one thing.
...core workout. Well, if you're a Wim Hof in that case.
5 minutes, baby.
I normally only go for like 30 seconds.
Come on.
No joking here.
Put your hand on the ground.
Yes, sir.
Relax.
How is he overweight though? I don't
How's your
understand.
day going, man?
I'm always excited if a good guy...
Like, how does he have that physique if this is how he lives? It makes no sense.
Every day to be the best of
Can he not speak English, or is it the dementia? Really, I don't know.
yourself. Love it. Change the world. Hey, there is war, abuse, exploitation, pollution, money-driven, and disease. Yes. And people think that is normal. I think it is sick. I'm going to do something about it.
Now, those were some inspiring
Oh my god, the irony, I can't.
words. Almost enough to distract me from the pain I was feeling.
Are your abs burning? I love it. It's on fire. Are you cold? No, I'm not anymore. I'm warm as hell. Woo! Always challenge you, buddy.
What is wrong with his gut though? That doesn't look normal in any way at all. It's protruding incredibly. But I've heard that he is on a vegetarian, possibly part-time vegan diet. Then of course it explains why he looks like he has an insulin belly, and all of the fiber probably makes him bloated. He's probably farting in between the clips incredibly much.
Faster, Wim! Faster! I can't move. Well done. Yes.
After the flutter kicks, Wim and I did some breath work. And if you think this is easy, well, it is. But it's about to get much harder. Just you wait.
Easy does it? Yeah.
And wouldn't you know it, we're doing more core. Now listen.
Okay, that's actually a real thing though, the breath thing. Because like, when I had heart issues, right, 2 years ago, one of the things I actually noticed was that most of the time people don't breathe right, you know? Like, if you sit here right now and you actually do, like, deep breaths and shit like that, you can literally slow your heart rate because of it. So, like, breathing exercises are unironically, like, a real thing.
So I'm just going to shut up and do my plank.
Deep inhales. Full control.
What is the point of this?
From the deepest of our brain. And there we learn to control the deepest of our brain by doing this. We need to do exercise. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. And learn to control the deepest of our brain, the pain centers.
Yeah, you're telling me
Again, it really sounds like he has dementia.
about pain centers. Wim is literally 40 years older than me, and he's kicking my butt. I mean, look at his face.
Wait, 40 years older? So the guy is what, like 23? I really thought that he's in his 30s. No joke. Wow. Again and again, these people themselves prove how incredibly much exercise ages you.
2, 1.
Oh yeah! Oh my god, I literally feel like a new human. I'm like a newborn baby. We have a little rest, and then we're going to continue.
Okay, so Wim and I are taking a break right now. I don't know where he went, but we're taking a 15-minute break. He told me to get clothes. He says, you got a beautiful body, but put your clothes on, all right? Stop showing off, all right? I got the message. The next activity was going to be a guided breathing.
We're going to go as deep as the deep sleep. We're going to go there where we regenerate. That's why we sleep, to get into the depth of our brain.
Now, these breathing exercises were not going to be easy. In fact, some people have even lost consciousness when attempting the harder levels.
Fully in by the belly, breathe in.
Alright, as far as the breathing exercises that he teaches, I don't know all of them, but I do know a few, and one of them is incredibly dangerous. And that's when you try to mimic stress, like you're dying, which is why you start burning your brown fat, and that's why you can actually try to survive in the cold and not feel it as much. Of course, burning your brown fat is incredibly dangerous, and the adrenaline, cortisol, and everything goes through the roof when you do these breathing exercises. Really, really bad. I strongly recommend breathing naturally and not doing any of this man-made breathing nonsense. Wow, this guy, just this guy.
And then the chest, and then you let it go.
Incredibly abnormal, unnatural breathing.
Then fully in again. Belly, chest.
What an idiot. It's just, how can people be so stupid?
All in. Let it go.
How a guided breathing works is that you're going to be performing a certain number of breaths and then holding for a specific set of time. But the time periods
Is it his dementia? Is he seeing somebody there? Does he believe that he's moving something maybe?
increase with each round.
Now comes the last one. All in. And then you let it go.
You're all in with 7 deuce, man. That's all you have.
We will go for, say, 90 seconds.
The immediate sensation in my body was tingling from head to toe and an extreme presence of cold. This was unlike anything I've ever experienced in my life.
1. Put it in. Oh, put it in. Hold it. And squeeze it a little bit to your head. That is to bring cerebral spinal fluid to the head extra.
My brain felt like there was a ton of oxygen, like literally in it.
That's life force.
Rounds 2 and 3
What life force? That's survival. You freaking, oh my god.
were similar to round 1. I had to constantly focus on maintaining.
He puts his body in survival mode all of the time, but somehow people actually fall for it. And yeah, because if you're depressed and unhappy and unhealthy and so on, you look for any guy out there, even though he looks like he's dying himself, to show you the way.
Proper breathing pattern to make sure I did not panic when holding my breath for an extended period of time.
Let it go. Put it in. Let it go.
During round 3, I held my breath for over 2 minutes and didn't even realize it.
2, 1. Put it in. Hold it. 1. Let it go. Yeah, man.
Yo, I'm hearing some crazy right now.
Last round, we go for 3 minutes. Without air in the lungs.
Last round, baby.
Put it in. Let it go.
Very natural, again.
During round 4, my mind took me to a place it had very rarely been. And I started having some very crazy thoughts. It was literally undescribable.
Put it in.
Your body literally believes that it's dying, and that's why it's going crazy, and you're gonna become as crazy as this guy if you continue.
This
is absolute insanity.
3 and 2 and 1 and let it go.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
No, but there's no way he's not faking the video, right? After 3 minutes, you're telling me you wouldn't be sitting there gasping for air? Come on.
Man, it's your God.
That was the single-handedly most insane feeling and experience I've ever felt in my entire life. There was a moment I thought nothing. There was a good amount of time I genuinely wasn't thinking a single thing in the world. The only thing that came into my mind was like the sensory deprivation. I started thinking my mom, my dad, my sister, my girlfriend.
Oh my god. How can you not connect the dots?
Like my family, like the people that like I think like care about the most. I thought about them, and it was just like not even like
You idiot! Oh my god!
so much deep thought. They just like came through my head. Like holy, dude, I cannot describe that. Holy.
You almost died, you moron!
Okay.
Wim.
Yeah, man.
Dude, thank you for that.
Yeah, right
Holy,
on.
bro. I'm like in shock right now.
If you think this is crazy,
I'm in shock somebody can be this stupid, really.
this is by far the most euphoric feeling I've ever felt in my entire life. I'm in shock right now. And to cool down, Wim and I played some music and had some fun.
It's time!
Oh, we're going to this?
This one.
Oh god.
Shall I first go or you go first?
Yeah, you go first.
Good.
You got this. All right, here we go. Wow, you're really in there. Oh god. How many minutes are you going in there? Did you ice that?
Absolutely severe dementia. And this makes sense. Again, scientifically, increased adrenaline and cortisol levels, which is exactly what this will cause, have been strongly associated with dementia.
Cold shower a day keeps the doctor away.
I'll also be taking cold plunges every single day for the next
A cold shower a day is going to make you quickly pass away.
14 days to see if this truly works. Make sure you guys subscribe so you don't miss that video.
I never saw Jesse before, but he is like my brother. He's like my family. Yes, I'm his papa.
You just said
Yeah.
this is my dad! Papa.
And he is a good shot.
So you climbed Everest?
Yeah, you know, to the death zone.
What stopped you? Why didn't you finish?
I had a cold injury. When you are up there in the death zone, your veins are going to contract and open. They did not adapt.
Didn't they inject like Ebola in you?
Yeah, E. coli.
E. coli.
And normally you get very sick of that. And in my case, nothing.
I'm not gonna lie, Wim, I really don't want to do this. You're gonna hype me up. And after all of our training, it was finally my time to face the cold.
Hold your hands tight on the thighs. Easy does it.
But after like 10 seconds in there, your body goes numb. You know what I mean? Like, it's not really that hard to do. You go in there, yeah, sure, the initial thing sucks, but then your body literally goes numb.
Fully in, letting go.
Looks like fun.
Fully in, let it go. Fully in, let it go.
How is it, Jesse?
I don't feel pain. Pain is a myth made up in our mind. I'm conquering this because I failed during Liver King. I was a little then. Now I'm a man.
Wow.
Nothing will ever stop me, and I will conquer all my goals.
Poetry, you're done. All right. Exercising.
And just like that, my body went into shock. We tried warming up by doing some exercises, but nothing was working, so Wim forced me to take a hot shower.
I'm like stuck.
Yeah, literally.
Oh my god, man, you can't make this stuff up.
Forever.
Getting into happiness, getting into strength, and health is yours. With this feet, like watching us doing this.
Health. The guy almost died 3 times.
Spirits like this, we keep on pushing and changing the world. And you know what? I'm working with the top neurologists and DNA researchers in the world, but I'm teaching professors and doctors. This work is healing people. Show that you got the autonomy. You got the power within yourself. Do you got it? Yes! And you know what they say about the mind? The unlimited power of the mind now is yours. Right, when you are in love.
The funniest part is that now he's sitting with a hoodie inside. That's how cold he is from the shock.
I don't need words. The brain is at work. And now you are able to go consciously into that deeper brain. Be in love with love. You are built to be happy, strong, and healthy as you are. You are able to...
Literally everything that you did in this video proves that it makes you unhappier, it makes you weak, and it completely destroys your health.
To do whatever you came for here in this life and to feel fulfilled while doing it. No more depression, no more disease. Just have fun and fulfill the wildest.
Did you see how red he looked like in the clip with the eyes? That's a typical sign of increased blood flow and a very stressed body. The whole video debunks everything that he teaches.
Holy crap!
Hiring hitman on a newborn baby is natural. No, Shane. I don't know where this guy was mentally that he did that.